We're out here on pasture with 1,300 chickens. Let her go. A lot of people ask me, what's it like having 1,000 chickens out here? How is that possible? Well, like we tell our customers at Farmers Market, just come out and visit the farm, see for yourself. The chickens like to be in big flocks. It gives them protection. But the biggest trick of having this many birds is we're constantly moving them. Fresh pasture, rotation. Just like birds would in nature, when you see them flying across the sky in flocks, our chickens obviously aren't going to fly south through the winter, but we're going to move them south, north, east, west, all around the farm. Where I'm sitting right here is a polyface style eggmobile, about 100 boxes down each side, plenty of room for the hens to lay their eggs. From 1,300 chickens right now, we're getting about 850 eggs a day. Works out to be about 75%. People ask, how many eggs does a chicken lay every day? Well, it's a trick question. A chicken lays about 5.5 eggs a week. We keep our chickens about 2 to 3 years before they become spin hens. They just naturally stop laying, at which point they become soup chickens, going to chicken pot pies. So these are all dual purpose chickens. They're going to spend their time out here laying, walking around eating bugs, enjoying the sunshine, and laying some of the finest eggs you're ever going to eat. All our animals on the farm, their health comes back to one very important thing. Everything starts with the soil. We'll keep talking about the soil as we visit each place where the animals are. With the chickens, of course, they're omnivores. We can hear them singing and we think they're very gentle and very nice and all these things, but just don't be a grasshopper or an earthworm and you'll be okay. Our chickens are going to eat a diverse spectrum of food. Of course, we're going to give them a little bit of chicken feed, which is mostly going to be some wheat and a little bit of cracked corn. We use a non-GMO ration on our farm. But on top of that, they're going to forage for whatever they can get. Pasture being very important here. We'll look in the background and be able to see them actually grazing, just like our cows and sheep, and later on our pigs will be doing. All that feed that they eat, what becomes of that? Well, part of it turns into eggs. The other part becomes chicken manure, goes right onto the ground and completes a cycle of fertility. We're going to grow more pasture without manure spreader, without chemical fertilizers, without any herbicides or pesticides, and we're going to promote natural fertility for our true grazers, our sheep and our cattle. But what's really important, and what everybody really likes, is a fresh egg. Whether you've got one chicken or over 1,000 like we do here at Smith Meadows, it's important that the birds are protected. They're more or less defenseless. So as you'll notice in the background, we use electrified netting. We get this product either from Premier or Kencove. It's just step-in posts that we put into the ground with a light current that runs through it. It's not intended so much to have the chickens stay in as it is to keep predators out. We have coyotes, foxes, wild dogs, raccoons, possums, skunks. Everything loves to eat chicken. As for the aerial predators, our hawks, eagles, owls, things like that, we try to stay far away from tree lines. Owls and hawks like to sit in trees and kind of observe the surroundings. So moving the birds isn't just great for nutrition and pasture management and fertilization, but it's also a great anti-predatory tool that we've got in our agricultural toolbox.